Nice meeting you.
Yeah, likewise. Nice meeting you. Congratulations on your inclusion in this initiative.
Thank you.
So what was your inspiration for Dinner is Served?
Dinner surface based on my literal own experience when I first moved from China to the US for high school. I moved by myself. My family's still in China, and then I was 15 at the time, and I tried to, like come to the US and for high school, and I was on Long Island, New York. Um, I was a junior and I desperately wanted to be seen. And the only position that I felt, that can be seen, the spotlight, is by becoming that maitre d' of the dining room. And I didn't realize how hard that would be, trying to memorize 30 tables of people's names and, like, and pronouncing everything right. And I was so nervous, and I did sing that like a song, and like I rang the bell. I sang a very awkward song in Mandarin Chinese, and that was probably the one of the most awkward moment in my life. But because of that, people remembered me. So yeah, that's where the inspiration comes from.
That's amazing. I'm a back of the house kind of guy. Actually, I've worked as a sous chef and as just a cook for a couple of years, so I understand the
Wow,
pressure
right.
in your position. So one of the interesting things I found about the film is your beginning with the phone call with your mom to really turn up that pressure on that what you were feeling and for your success being that you were all alone. Can you talk about that decision?
Right. I mean, growing up especially in China, I felt like a lot of the kids were like really trying to get validation, really trying to meet parents' expectation with by good behavior, by studying really hard. And that I think it's in our blood. So like sometimes, like for me, like that beginning, sure, it's from the mother, but it's also kind of like me myself. I also give my like myself that box, right? Like
Mhm.
I wanted to be seen, I wanted to fit in, I wanted to assimilate. But then, as when I first came to the States, slowly you will realize that there are differences, um,
Mhm.
culturally, and then that becomes, like a decision whether you want to hide that differences and try to erase that, pretend that you're the same, or are you actually going to embrace yourself?
I really like that message in the film. When you're up there singing that song, just embracing who you are. Sometimes not even just culturally, but just socially. Maybe you're a little bit different than a lot of other people because you like certain different things. That's okay. And when you finally accept that, I think it makes you feel so much better. And I appreciate
Exactly.
that.
Thank you.
So tell me, what was it? What was your experience making a film with Disney?
Uh, Definitely magical because I grew up, like watching a lot of Disney movies, watching a lot of superheroes. I myself, when I was a kid, I wanted to become a superhero. But then, now seeing that Disney logo and then actually becoming part of the making of this Disney magical stories for me is like it means a lot, especially, because I've never really seen an international student or like a like a foreigner in the US represented on, like mainstream Hollywood, platforms. So for me, this is really empowering.
Absolutely. And I enjoyed seeing it. And next week you're gonna have a film premiering on Disney Plus. Congratulations.
Thank you, man.
Thank you so much for your time. I appreciate it. And we hope to see you on the next film.